I've got about half an hour before I've got to be deposed on some stuff. Yeah, I do have suits and I don't like wearing them. I feel like I'm a trussed up turkey ready for the slaughter. And where did I put it? I gotta find. I've got, these are my old creds, my old credentials. I've got new ones coming in today or tomorrow. But if you look, you can see that says Defense Intelligence Agency on the badge. Yeah, I am who and what I say I am. I'm old. I'm infirmed. My mind still works most of the time. I've got an American flag tie tack to put on this necktie, and I got a couple more neckties. I just didn't feel like taking the time to put it on there. When I go before this, what I got to do, I got to take that hat off, and that bald head is going to blind everybody, I hope. I'm going to touch on a few little things that many of you guys need to know. I watch a news source called Newsmax, and they get it mostly right. But Judge Napolitano was on, and he said those involved in the September shooting or bombing of a drug boat that bombed a second time to kill the survivors in the water, that those giving the orders and participating are guilty of war crimes. Let me explain something real quick. War crimes stem back to the Geneva Convention. The Maduro drug boats out of Venezuela in the Caribbean in international waters are designated terrorists with congressional approval, presidential approval. And here's what you don't understand. You take a Special Forces team, regardless of whether it's Navy SEALs, Green Beret, Army Rangers, Air Force fast teams, whatever, any of them, and they go after a terrorist, you kill everybody involved. That is Department of War, Department of Defense policy. It is not, it's under the UCMJ, Uniform Code of Military Justice. It is not under our Constitution. That's what people don't understand. And what people also don't understand, you terminate all the terrorists involved unless you want to capture one or two alive for enhanced interrogation. So that you understand, that's already been done. So the remaining option is to go ahead and kill all those terrorists. And it does not fall under the Geneva Convention because they're not enemy combatants. They're enemy terrorists. George W. Bush passed a law that made it all right for the United States government to arrest and eavesdrop on suspected domestic terrorists here in the United States, even if they're American citizens. Let me get another sip. the thing about that is that law should have never been passed constitutionally, but Congress approved it. It was posited forth by the staff under George W. Bush, who I am no fan of. He's a wolf in sheep's clothing, or was, and he was not intelligent enough to be running the country when he was president. Now, there are some of you that are grown, oh, I'm going to explain something, and this is the last time I'll ever say it on one of these videos. I'm privileged to have knowledge and intelligence you guys don't. You just don't. I know what's going on behind the scenes, and if the average person knew what really goes on out there in the intelligence world, worldwide, and what the reality of our situation as a planet is, you would get in your bedroom, get under the covers, and not come back, and you would shake with fear if you're that type person. Most of you watching these videos are grounded in a Christian belief or Jewish belief, but you're grounded in God. And that's good, because you've got to have faith. He, God Almighty, is going to protect us. We're His creation. We're His children. He loves us, and He's going to attend to us. Now, I just got the blinking light. I've got to get off of here. Know this crippled, ugly, crazy, somewhat old man loves you. I do. Bye.